If you've got any woo-woo going on in your life, keep watching. I'm going to share a perspective that just might help create a little balance in your life around the subject of science and spirituality. By the way, I'm Michael Ravenwood, and I throw real lightning bolts to empower people and help them enjoy their evolution. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because of a dream I had one time. In it, I was in a room full of people, and there was this kind of guru character. And she was explaining to everyone that all you had to do is really think of things in a positive way, and everything's going to turn out just fine. And while I definitely feel that thinking of things in a positive way is going to have a tremendous impact on your life, it doesn't necessarily change everything. So in this dream, as I was listening to her, I got sort of more and more concerned about where she was leading people. And at a certain point, I spoke up, and I got a lot of sort of backlash from the people around me. But at a certain moment, I came very clear with a certain statement. I said quite simply that if you've got a steaming pile of crap on your plate, no amount of positive thinking is going to turn it into a delicious meal. And somehow, that snapped everybody out of it. And later in the dream, even the guru is like, yeah, that's a really good point, and we had this fun discussion. Now, that's a really amusing dream, but I'm going to talk now about where the rubber hits the road. I'll start with one place where positive thinking has a direct physical connection to what's happening. Through a line of scientific inquiry known as psychoneuroimmunology, we've discovered that having positive thoughts, being grateful, actually has a really powerful effect on your immune system. How it works is that if you focus your mind on certain kinds of thoughts and emotions, you're going to have certain kinds of hormones and neurotransmitters released in your brain. If you reduce the amount of cortisol, a stress hormone, in your system, you actually get higher immune function. So in this way, focusing your mind on positive thoughts has an absolutely scientifically verifiable effect on your physical reality. Through a study called epigenetics, we've even discovered how these kinds of beliefs and thoughts have an impact on our gene expression. And because our gene expression has been linked to all kinds of diseases and conditions, you can see how it might have a really positive and powerful effect on your life if you just tune your thoughts into certain lines of thinking. However, in my experience, no amount of positive thinking is going to absolve you of the responsibility of thinking deeply about your life and seeing if you're really on the right path. If, for example, some sort of cultural impression or peer group has convinced you that a career or a pursuit is really good for you, but then you don't really like it inside, no amount of positive thinking about it is going to change that. We have to accept that when we eat Rocky Road ice cream, we either like it or we don't. So we really have to yield to some degree to the nature of reality and ourselves. We are a part of nature. So just like no amount of thinking is going to turn an apple into an orange, you yourself are not necessarily going to change just because you think you can. You can certainly change your behaviors. You can even change your feelings about things if you understand things differently and change your perspective. But who you are inside, what you actually really love and resonate with, is something that is a gift from the universe, and we can't necessarily change just by thinking. So, if anything I said in this video made sense to you in any way, or you found it inspiring, please put one woo in the comments. Just WOO in the comments will let me know that I landed. Much love.